everybody. Thank you for clicking on today's video. Today's video is a very special video because this right here is a makeup look that was requested by Danielle Freeman on Patreon. She sent me a bunch of pigments because she happens to be a fabulous makeup artist. So she sent me a bunch of pigments from her cosmetic and everything, like everything that she owns, like, because she's a makeup artist. So she sent me samples of some pigments and stuff, and she sent me a makeup look that she thought that I could recreate and do. And so hopefully I followed through and I did, and I executed it the way that she wants it to. But other than that and everything, I also want to go ahead and mention and everything that these right here are our Patreons and everything for this week's videos and this month. So thank you all so much. It really means a lot to me. Anyways, so let's go ahead and get this video started and everything because it's such a pink and beautiful fantasy. Oh my, look at that shot. That's nice. Anyways, I'd love me too. Anyways, bye! Okay, so the first shade that we're going to start off with, this is in the Morphe palette, the 35B, which of course you guys already know is like the classic #1 palette that I always go for. I have my long-haired brush. The first shade that I'm going to start off with this right here, bright pink tone and everything. And we're just going to plop this in the crease, fade it up, and then we're going to start doing some magic. Okay, so next up what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pencil brush and I'm going to take that same pink tone and I'm going to use that right underneath the eye. Okay, so after that, I'm going to grab a flat brush and I'm going to take and pack some of that pink color on top of the lid. Okay, so next up I'm going to grab this right here pigment that was sent to me by Danielle Freeman off of Patreon. This right here is the color MAC. It's from MAC, but it's the color, I do believe, Violet. V-I-O-L-E-T. It is this really beautiful like purple color, and it does have like glitters and stuff in it, so it's really gorgeous. And we're going to tap this right on top of the lid. So I do have a kind of like a fluffy angled, like kind of like flat kind of packing brush almost. Typically like a packing brush would be kind of like a flat brush, but I'm going to be using this right here to kind of like pat it onto the actual lid. If it doesn't give me the effect that I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little bit of setting spray on my brush and then go from there. So yeah, the only part that I am slightly terrified right now about is fallout, so I'm just knocking off a little bit off the end of the brush so that way I don't get like too much fallout. Okay, so that's not packing it the way that I want to, so I'm going to grab a flat brush, just like this, a long-haired flat brush, and I dropped my brush as well, and I'm going to get my setting spray, a little bit on there, okay, Now we're talking. And I'm just kind of like patting in circular motions. Okay, so you kind of get like this kind of like iridescent purple like on the lid. There is a little bit of a harsh line, but I'm going to take and fan that out here in a little bit. Okay, so I do like how like the purple and the pink have like that really nice like combination to them. I do, however, want to see a lot more iridescence and everything. So there's this shade right here that was also sent to me and everything by Danielle Freeman from Patreon. And so this one right here is it's a lot lighter purple, but it has like these gorgeous like green and blue flecks in them. So I'm going to use just a little bit of that on the lid as well. So it is stunning. But yeah, that definitely hypes it up a little bit. And that's actually such a light color almost that it can probably be used as like an all over spread. And just tap it. So you get like nice like little flecks of like green and stuff everywhere. I like that a lot. I don't know if you all can see it. I don't know if it's reading on camera or not, but I can surely see it. Okay, so I'm gonna do mascara and lashes because this right here look, from what I can see on Instagram, it doesn't really have like a whole lot of colors and stuff in it and everything, but there are so many pigments here that was sent to me and everything from Danielle that I am gonna be diving into a lot of these here pretty soon. I've got so much stuff to go through in the future and everything that is ridiculous. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that and then I'll be right back. So in the meantime and everything, I was like looking at this and I was like, wait a minute, I could probably add something a little bit more extra to it and everything. So there's this other pigment that was also sent to me by Danielle Freeman, and it's called MAC Reflex Transparent Pink. And I had to have Jay come over here and read it to me so I could figure out what it was called. So it's kind of like this whitish color, but on the surface of it, it has like these really gorgeous like pink, purple like reflex of like glitter and tones to them. And I think it's really gorgeous. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my jumbo brush. I'm going to really blow this out on like the inner portion of the eye and just give it that like brightness and wow factor and everything. So, oh God, there's a lot of pigment in here and it is like super gorgeous. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is stunning. It is really gorgeous. That is like glitter overload. Yeah, you guys can yeah, you see that? That is hyperness. That is like pigmented. So I'm gonna take a little bit of setting spray, Kat Von D setting spray on my jumbo brush. I'm gonna grab just a little bit of this pigment. I said a little bit, not a lot, because a little bit of this goes a very long ways. And then just kind of like plop it right there in the eye. Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. Okay. Oh yeah. That's my next addiction right there. Oh yeah, you can definitely see that. That definitely picks up on camera. Okay, yeah, that is stunning. Okay, I love that right there combination, the glitter combination. And now that this is like all over my desk is like being glitter bombed today. Anyways, okay, so mascara and lashes. Okay, so obviously it's now time for contouring. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the Fluffy Blush with the Shade and Light palette by Kat Von D. I'm gonna go in with the lightest shade in the palette. Actually, you know, I'm kind of feeling an oval brush today. Don't know why, and I just totally wasted a little bit of product. But oh well, it's just makeup. So yeah, let's do the oval brush. I'm going to be doing the oval brushes from the Vanity Planet set. Okay, so I absolutely love how oval brushes tend to blend out everything. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the Hampton Weekend Tarte contour palette, the mini contour palette, which by the way, I just realized that this right here palette smells like chocolate. So I love anything, any kind of makeup that smells like something, especially food. And there goes my phone. Anything that smells like food, I love it. Just saying with the Sweet Peach palette and everything by Too Faced. I adore that palette. Don't use it a lot, but I love it. The reason why is because it smells like peaches. So I'm going to be using the blush in this palette, the middle shade, which is called Summer House, which sounds something similar to a horror movie, but we won't get into that. I do, however, love this shade, but I will, however, say that a little bit goes a long ways. If you use too much of it, well, you'll find out if you use too much of it. Okay, so next up we're going to be going into highlighting with these two right here. So I'm going to be using the Ice Cold and Peach Goddess by Jeffree Star. These right here were actually two of the original products that was sent to me by him and were never ever touched. If you can see, it's never been used. It's just been sitting there. Okay, so I'm going to be using this right here brush. I'm going to start off with the Peach Goddess first on the cheekbones and nose. For the longest time now, I have tried to find a similar color to this that also acts the same way as this color does and produces the same effect. I have not been able to find anything similar to this shade. Our how the product works. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this right here, ice cold, and I'm gonna be using a kind of like a fluffier brush and everything, and I'm gonna be using this to kind of like do kind of like a strobing, kind of like actually like detail highlighting. Once again, I have not been able to find anything similar to the ice cold shade by Jeffree. So I'm going to use this right here brush and everything that's kind of like cut off and it's flat. So I'm going to use this right here to kind of pat and blend that in so it's not such a harsh highlight shade. Okay, so next up we're going to take and move on over into some lips. Okay, and following up with the same company, we're going to be going in with these two shades right here by Jeffree, and these right here are going to be Mannequin and Rose Matters, as well as I have a whole bag of these. These right here were the original shades that was sent to me back in 2015. So I'm going to be using Mannequin on the outside, and then I'm going to be using this right here on the inside. Once again, I have not been able to find any other shades that match these or even wear the exact same way. These are actually two of my favorite combinations, I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to grab a fluffy brush and start off with the first shade, Mannequin. Okay, so after using that shade, I'm going to go with the Rose Matters. Go with the fluffy brush. Oh, and by the way, ladies, I just found out something. So, for those that have probably been wondering why my subscriber count is going down, it's because I just found out that YouTube is deleting all of the unactive accounts on my channel. As well as I just found out that my channel is literally 100% female demographic. There is no males on my channel. So, we're 100% female on this channel. I literally just found that out the other day. Actually, I'll insert a screenshot so that way you can see what the demographic is on my channel. It's kind of funny. I was like, oh! I was like, Spice Girls, girl power, hello! Anyways, okay, so I'm gonna move on over to basically putting on my wig and my clothes, and then I will be right back. Oh, wait, I almost forgot something. Where is that shade? Where did that go? Okay, so this right here was the Reflex Translucent Pink color that we used on our eyes. I figured I'd pop a little bit of this on the lip because it is just so gorgeous. Okay, that is really pretty. It's very light. It's not as like noticeable, but it's gorgeous. Okay, so finishing off with some setting spray, Kat Von D. Okay, let that set, and then I will be right back. Oh yeah, now we're talking. We look all glittery, we look all pink and pretty, and I like this. Like it a lot. I don't like my hair underneath my wig, but I like this. Oh god. Yeah, just I cut my hair, so just stay tuned for a video at the end of, like, you know, close to some time point in this week. Okay, anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Please make sure to like, subscribe, become a part of the Angel Group or the Angel Army, however you like to say it. Please make sure to check out Patreon, and for only $2 a month, you get to see Freaky Fridays, Tasty Thursdays, and much more on there. And special access to my website on the guest-only Patreons page and everything, which you have to know the password in order to get into. Anyways, I love you all, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! Before it starts to feel, oh, I will burn it down. I will burn it down. This is not